We've got a barn burner in store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on last year's national champions, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
And the Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Culpepper. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw again. Got his man quickly. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
It'll be a draw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3 set up.
Things looking really good for this offense on their first drive of the game. They've been able to get it done a lot of ways. An explosive play there in the running game. Great vision. He's able to break out, and he sets his offense up at 1st and goal.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husker!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Thorne.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield. Hits the open man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. The quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
The give out of the gun. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The give on the inside.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. He'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Huskers have this offense rolling. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls it in. It's Culpepper. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up.
Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Set to advance on the football. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Oh, he makes the catch. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw again. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. looking for a first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Using the quick game. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll try it again. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up. On the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. Quickly complete. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off play action. Here's a heat. Now improvising. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense rolls back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting.
There he goes! The 20! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. He'll pull it down. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Cornhuskers are on the move. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. the shotgun on third down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on third down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on second and goal. Looking to fire. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man quickly. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Old Dominion is going to enjoy the trip back to Norfolk after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Ballard Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Punts it out of the air. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. On target to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be a
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback extends the play. The throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left, because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Runs through the tackle. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up and see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On third down, he drops to throw. Complete. Turning it on. He smashes his way through again. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And the stomping has commenced. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
Yeah, and Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game, because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. They're working that left side. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And talk about about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Nebraska 38, Georgia Tech 16.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. It's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. On target.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back. And
a shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Nebraska. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Yellow Jackets are flying down the field.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Working that left side now. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Thorne. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gets it out fast. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes, when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Pocket breaking down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
George D. Burdell. KJ, George D. Burdell.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Music no! Music no! Come on, set!
They want to throw it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And they'll try to tack on 2.
Here we go, set!
He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. So the 16-play drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Culpepper. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. This win, guys, if they can finish it off behind this passing attack today, figures to vault them several notches up in the rankings and serve notice of what they're capable of.
It's funny, we're watching this one now, and some people may be surprised because of the numbers besides each of the team's names. By the end of the year, though, this may have been an obvious decision because of how well this team throws the football.